a drug, and I just can't get enough of.
Well, welcome back to the Porch Sessions here live in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where we have two surprises for you today. In case you can't tell, we're not on the porch. I know you guys are smarter than that. So, and then our second surprise here, we have Mr. Wes Lee here. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
It's kind of a gray, dreary day out there today. So
give me the gray sky blues.
So we decided to come to the Keg and Barrel. We love the Keg and Barrel.
Yes, we do.
And I think it's probably too early for a keg, but we have a barrel. So, anyway, I wanted to kind of, talk to you a little bit about one of the things that always surprises me is just how hard musicians have to work, and just that work ethic to just keep going and going and going. And you have had an incredibly long and prolific career, and you've traveled all over the place, and we were talking about, the style of music that you play, and I love the word that you used. What did you call it? You called it a
songster.
Songster. That's it. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where does that word come from?
The songster actually goes back to the medicine show days, back to the 19th century, and it was artists who played a variety of music, but then they played original music as well. But they knew what it took to work. And a lot of times guys like Charlie Patton, Robert Johnson, Muddy Waters, even Howlin' Wolf would perform a wide variety of things live, but a producer or a recording engineer only wanted their original music, and so that's where you get these great cuts from. Lomax went around, with his Smithsonian recording equipment, and that's what he was doing. And so that's where it comes from, man, and it has evolved over the years. And but the definition is a wandering musician.
Well, I think that's pretty apropos to you as well too. Now you've traveled and have lived in several different places.
Yep.
Around, and you're from Mobile originally, right?
Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile, Alabama. But you're here in Mississippi now.
Yes, I live right across the river there.
And where else have you been on this journey of yours?
Let's see, lived in Minnesota for a while.
It's very warm up there, I hear.
Yes, especially this time of year.
Yeah, perfect.
2 seasons, snow and road construction. Lived in St. Louis, Missouri for several years. And that was a very interesting experience. 3.5 million people in the surrounding area of that. My goal is to travel to all 50 states. I'm getting very close.
Right on.
I'm still having to figure out how I'm going to do my Alaskan tour down the upper
That's
northwest.
Not a bad idea.
But
I like that.
That's the goal. We're actually starting a jacket this year that, like the old bomber jackets that had patches from all the battles. I want all that for all the festivals and all the states that I've played music in.
That's great. That's great. Now, do you see that you've gotten any inspiration from these songsters as to how they're sort of like what their idea about being a musician was, like a working class?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They
wanted to. You have guys like Muddy Waters who was married and had kids. Howlin' Wolf married and had kids. Not just Robert Johnson, who is the mythical man of legends. But these guys worked hard. They provided for their families. They went out on the road in a broken down station wagon. I remember seeing pictures of Muddy Waters that the one side was real pretty and they said if you looked at the other side, somebody had just wiped it out, But these guys were there. They'd work 3-4 jobs a day, man, and then go to the studio when that was done. Hubert Sumlin was late several times for Howlin' Wolf. But these guys, Howlin' Wolf drove himself to Chicago. That's how he went. He didn't catch a bus. And when he got so sick and had to go on dialysis for his kidneys, he actually had a dialysis machine in his basement of his house in Chicago. They lived regular lives. His occupation was writing songs, being a musician, providing for his family.
That's great, man. Well, and you're the same way. I mean, you've got 2 kids, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you travel around. Do you have a station wagon?
I have a big. We call it the blues bus. I have a big van that I sleep in and ride in, and when things get too hectic inside, I go stay in.
I'm about to say, when you're in the doghouse, you just get in the van, right? So.
Absolutely, yes.
Well, what's the first song we're going to hear from you today?
Gray Sky Blues.
Right on, man. That's kind of an appropriate song for today. So.
For today, I wrote this song last February. It was, and there was like a 10-day stretch where it rained just every day.
I remember that.
And but that was, and it was before the tornado that came through. But yeah, you know, woke up one morning and I was just like, golly, I got the. Man, this is funk, man. This is like, I got the Gray Sky Blues. And so everybody was like, hey, you should use that.
Yeah, man, right on.
So that turned it into something.
Well, cool. Looking forward to hearing it, man. So
Right.
Be right back with Wes Lee.
Keg and Barrel is the premier craft beer bar in the state of Mississippi. The Keg and Barrel features over 120 beers on tap, in bottles, and cans. We are Draft Magazine's top 100 beer bars of 2010 and 2011. We have the only draft engine in the state, pouring pints of old world style local beers. We have an extensive pub menu featuring local source products from scratch.
For you, baby, and I wonder if you're gonna come. Yes, I sent for you, baby, and I wonder if you're gonna come. You give me them gray sky blues, baby, when you're gone. I ain't seen you, baby, Lord, in 5 or 6 days. I ain't seen you, baby, Lord, in 5 or 6 days. You give me them gray sky blues when you go away. I'm missing your touch. Oh, Lord, baby, Lord, I'm missing your touch. Give me them gray sky blues, miss you so much. I sing for you, baby, all I'm in your room. I sent for you, baby, and I wonder if you're gonna call. You give me them gray sky blues, baby, when you're